In 1979, Tengku Abdullah and Ayala Group of companies from the Philippines acquired all shares of a company called Raintree Developments Sdn Bhd, which owned a piece of land that was identified as the proposed site of the clubhouse. Then, Allied Capital Sdn Bhd was incorporated by them to build the club's premises. But then, RDB sold their shares to Allied Sdn Bhd. In short, both Tengku and Yusof controlled both Allied Sdn Bhd and RDB Sdn Bhd. On May 1981, Tengku and Allied met to discuss on how to build the premise. So Allied representatives shows Tengku various models of how to build the premise. There are dozens of models that are being shown to Tengku. Tengku was so amazed. Later on, he agreed on one of those models, and they jumped. Once they arrived at the site, Tengku showed how big he wants to build the building, and he offered it to Allied. They agreed to build the RDB's club premises for 19 million. On 21st October 1981, a Proton Committee of the 9 persons, including Tengku and Yusof, was elected. Tengku became the president and Yusof is the vice president for the Raintree Club of Kuala Lumpur. Later, on 3rd June 1982, all 9 of the Proton Committee held another meeting. They exclude the 300 temporary members. During the meeting, they discussed on whether to purchase a building and facilities for the club. As a result of the meeting, they managed to have a consensus to authorize Tengku and Yusof to purchase building and facilities for the club. It cost them 47 million. Once the company had been officially registered, those who was previously temporary members became full members. One of them, Latif, has been informed that the cost of purchase, which is 47 million, has exceeded to 63 million. Therefore, Latif ambushed Tengku and he questioned his duty. Tengku was shocked. Tengku asked Latif to calm down and promised to settle this matter properly. Latif was so angry. He kept on pushing Tengku regarding this matter. But Tengku kept on asking for Latif to calm down. And this was when Latif decided to form an ad hoc committee to investigate this matter. Tengku likes to play tennis. One day, after Tengku finished playing tennis, while he was sitting down at the coach and wiping his sweat, he was approached by Yusof. Yusof showed him the ad hoc committee report. Tengku panicked. The report shows that Tengku was suspected guilty. He expressed his frustration towards Yusof. Yusof tried his best to calm him down. Tengku was so afraid and decided to resign immediately. Latif was so frustrated with Tengku's resignation. Therefore,
okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat datang. Tengku. Salah Tengku. Dulu kau kata 47 million, tapi sekarang dah lebih. Kau ingat kita macam kau? Saya Muhammad Latif bin Syah Muhammad, wakili 300 orang ahli yang lain. Sampaikan sungkap pantun kepada kau. Kau dengar ya buku? Dengar tu. Buah durian isunya tebal, isi dimakan, biji dibuang. Kau ingat kau kebal? Mari kita jumpa di mahkamah.
Appeal number W02-109 of 1995 in session. The Honorable Judge is now proceeding.
Thank you. All may be seated. Today's case is the case of Tengku Abdullah ibn Sultan Abu Bakar versus Muhammad Latif bin Shah Muhammad. Are the appellant sides ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are the respondent sides ready?
Ready, Your Honor.
Then the court now in session. We will now begin with the opening statements from the appellant's counsel. Appellant's counsel may proceed. Appellant, you may call and examine your witness.
Thank you, Your Honor. I call Tengku Abdullah to the stand.
Tengku, I would like to know, do you have any fiduciary duty towards the respondent?
No, I don't have any fiduciary duty toward the respondent as he is not there when the will was made.
Yeah, I think that's all from me, Your Honor.
Respondent counsel, would you like to cross-examine this witness?
Yes, Your Honor. Tengku, why did you resign after the report from an ad hoc committee was released?
Well, actually, I already intended to resign before it was released. Somehow, it is actually happened coincidentally.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Respondent, please call your witness for the direct examination.
Mr. Latif, please come forward to the stand.
Mr. Latif,
Yes.
did you receive any invitation to attend the extraordinary general meeting in August 1982? I have 3 answers for that question. No, no, and no. Okay, that's all my questions, Your Honor. Thank you.
Appellant's counsel, you may cross-examine this witness.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Latif, did you realize that you are just a temporary proton committee during the time the first EGM was held? Yeah, but as a member, I have right to the club.
That's all from me. I have no further question, Your Honor.
We will now hear the closing argument from both sides. Appellant counsel, you may proceed first.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to make it short and powerful, Your Honor. One that was never experienced in being a public officer will never has the competency to make a representative in legal rulings. That's my first emphasis.
My second emphasis is that the appellants would never ever have the fiduciary duty, which in result of my third point, that he has never breach of duty towards the respondent. That's all from me, Your Honor. Thank you.
Your Honor, members of the court, throughout the trial, I believe that all of you had understood all the evidence given by both sides. I would like to emphasize again on my 3 points, which are the first one, the respondent have the competence to bring the case against the appellant on the basis that he is the one that will suffer the consequences from the wrongdoings of the appellants. Second, the appellants have the fiduciary relationship with the club and the members, as they are the one who set up the club as the promoters. And the last one, the appellants had failed to fulfill the relationship, the duties to protect the interests of the members, as there are conflict of interest existed between them. With that, I conclude my closing statement. I hope that the court will make the best judgment and give justice to my client. Thank you.
Based on the evidence and argument provided by both sides, the appellant's argument was dissolved, and hereby I held that the court was in favour with the respondent and the appellant's appeal was rejected. Court dismissed.